Yo, yo, yo. Hello, magic makers. I am Rox, if you didn't already know that. Roxanne Higgins, a Growth and Joy alchemist. Today, I want to talk about the shadows that show up in our everyday language. The everyday language we use casts a spell. When you shift that, you change your frequency. When you change your frequency, you change everything. So, this is the alchemy. I'm going to give you some examples. So one of my favourites, and we'll start with shadows in money language. One of my favourites, which I would often catch myself saying, is I can't afford it. Haven't we all said that? Especially when kids are involved. If you're a parent, how many times have you said, no, not having that, we can't afford it? Actually, when we really think about it, it's often not usually even true, is it? It's more that because if you wanted something, or you wanted them to have something badly enough, you'd find the money somewhere. Like when something breaks or goes wrong, we find a way to get the money to replace it, don't we? When it's something important, like a car or a washing machine or an oven, something that we value, that we really, really require, we find the money for it. So I can't afford it. It's often not even a true statement. And I shifted that to, it's not my priority right now. And so every time I have that thought, which hasn't happened as often as I thought it would. My thought is, it's not my priority right now. It happened the other day, actually. So I turned it into an opportunity to make it a habitual thing. I had a message on my business page about advertising at a local football club. And even though there was no price mentioned, my first thought was, I can't afford it. I didn't actually want it. I don't think that would be the place to advertise for me. Anyway, when I really thought about it, because I stopped myself, because that was just my initial go-to thought, I can't afford it. But yeah, I thought it wouldn't probably be the place where my dream clients hang out necessarily. If I was going to invest in that kind of advertising, I don't think it would be the best place for me. Because I'd caught myself having that thought, I can't afford it, I thought, I'm going to reply. I wasn't going to reply to the message because I could see it had been sent to loads and loads and loads of sort of local businesses. So what I did reply, I replied and said, thank you for thinking of me, but it's really not my priority right now. I was like, yes, I am embodying that new go-to money language. So you could also say it's not aligned for me right now, or that's not where I'm choosing to invest right now, because it depends, doesn't it, where it's showing up for you. So for me, it's often like around kids. When they ask for something, it's so easy, isn't it, to say, I can't afford it. You go, actually, it's a really good idea. Let's see if you really do want it and how you feel about it in a few days. And then maybe it could be for Christmas or birthday, or, you know, the next big treat for when you XYZ. You know, because quite often we impulse buy, don't we? And kids do the same. Another little tip on that, which I'm totally digressing from the subject, but we can be very quick to impulse buy online. What I do is, if I've got that feeling and I've seen something and I want it, I put it in a basket online, and then I wait 24 hours and see the next day. Do I still feel the same about it the next day? Quite often, no. I'm not that interested now. It's because we buy through emotion. So if something's evoked that in us in the moment, we're buying for emotion, which is not necessarily a bad thing, But when we stop and think about it in a different mood or a different frame of mind, we don't actually want or require the thing. So yeah, another top tip. Going back to money shadows, or shadows in money language, that's too expensive. It's another one. When you catch yourself saying that, you could say a similar thing, that's outside my current spending priority, or I'm not choosing that yet. And the word yet is really powerful. I'm not choosing that yet. We'll come back to that one shortly. Oh, that was for the next one. Sorry, I've got a list of notes here. So that should have been, I'll never be able to buy that. And you say, you can turn that into, I'm not choosing that yet. So rather than never or, never ever, you can use the word yet. It opens you up to more expansion. But yeah, more on that in a minute. So shadows in time language. I don't have time. It's quite, puts you in the energy of lack, doesn't it? You could choose to say that's not where I'm placing my energy today, or right now, that's not, or again, that's not my priority today. That one's quite a good one that you could keep recycling over and over again. I'm too busy, could be I'm prioritising other things. I should do this. You can transform that into I choose to do this. Feel the difference in that. I should do this, or I really should do this. When you change it to I choose to do this, feel the expansion in that. Because should equates to guilt. It conjures that feeling of guilt, whereas choose equals freedom and sovereignty. So there's a massive difference there, isn't it? Because even though you're coming at it from that guilt-laden aspect of should, because you're going to do it eventually. So when you choose to, or you want to, it's just so much more freeing. So yeah, that's a really good one. I like that one. When it comes to shadows in identity language, there's some good script flips here. I'm just lazy. You could change that to I recharge differently. I like that. I'm bad at this. You can change that to I'm still learning this skill. So you might be bad at something, but it doesn't mean you're going to be bad at it forever. That can change. And by adding that I'm still learning this skill, you're open to transformation. There's more, oh gosh, what's the word? Begins with P. Don't you hate that? I'm sure I've written it down here somewhere too. It opens up to possibility. I think that's the word I was looking for. Opens it up. That's just who I am. You can change that to that's who I've been, but I'm evolving. You see how magical this is. And we change the spells that we're casting through the language that we use. When we look at shadow and health language, and this is one I notice a lot with people, if you change the sentence, my diabetes, anxiety, depression, to the diabetes, anxiety, depression, whatever it is, you're separating yourself from the symptom and you're not taking ownership of it, which is really important because you don't want to own that illness or symptom. You want to keep yourself separate from it as much as you can. Another good one, I am sick, you can change to my body is healing. How powerful is that? My body is healing. I have a chronic condition, can be transformed into I'm navigating a long-term healing journey. Again, the difference. Can you see how much I love this stuff? So yeah, that's the alchemy, and the thing to do is just to keep reminding yourself, notice notice where you are using that lack or scarcity language, and how you can shift it, what you can transform it into. All the shoulds into choose. So some little general tips for you. Swap the ownership for observation. A bit like I said with the health issues, rather than I'm angry, you could say I'm feeling anger move through me. So you're not owning it, you're observing it. Second one, add the word yet, because transformation, what it does is it transforms finality into possibility, opens things up to possibility, rather than a dead, no, done, that's how it is. It opens up. So rather than I can't do this, you can change that to I can't do this yet. So much softer, isn't it? And then the third one is to shift from deficit to choice. So, or you could call that shifting from scarcity to abundance. So that's things like changing I have to I get to, or I choose to. And then the fourth one is to reclaim sovereignty. So replace shadow words such as should, must, always, never with conscious choice words, like I've been doing throughout this video. So I choose to, I get to, rather than should, must. Always is a difficult one, because always depends on the sentence. You know, if you put I'm always rubbish at this, then yeah, it's a shadow word. But if you say something like I'm always amazing at this, then it's totally not a shadow word, is it? So watch that one. That one can go either way. Totally depends on the words surrounding it. So what we're doing here, we're not spiritually bypassing, we're revealing the shadow belief that sits inside the words, and then consciously choosing language that opens up a different frequency. And when you open up a different frequency, you open to so much more possibility and opportunity. So if you love this video, make sure you are inside my free group, Energetic Leadership for Witches, Healers and Manifestors. And I'm soft launching at the moment a one-to-one session that's called Breakthrough Mapping. So it's looking at the thing that you want, and you probably know how to get it, but you're not doing anything about it because there's some sort of blocks or resistance in the way. What I'm doing there is I'm helping you through really listening to your language. Actually, is I will help you see the blocks in the limiting beliefs through what you say to me, basically, in the questions I ask, which will shows the limiting beliefs. And then if you choose to go further with that, we can then do a series of belief coding sessions and create your own energetic rebirth. So if you want to know more about that, that'll be in the details of the video here. Just reach out, comment, and I can be in touch. So that's all from me today. Change your language, but notice it first of all. Just spot the shadows in your everyday language, and then try and shift it and reframe it. Tell a different story. Bye for now.